Hey guys, so we are in day 18. Wow, this month is flying by. And yeah, it's been an interesting month. So yesterday, when you not in the greatest mood and you want to pick yourself up, you want to buy stuff or you want to eat, but since I can't go to the eating route or the drinking route, I went to Michael's. I was good, guys. I didn't get that much. I think I spent $23. So, and $23. I'm missing something else. I think it's less. It's actually less than that because everything was $23, but not from Michael's. Sorry. So, I went to Walmart and I saw these metallic markers. I wanted some of Michael's, but I didn't like what they had, and these I picked up, and these are from a brand called Hello Hobby. So let me so you guys can see close up. One of the perks of having this tripod situation. And then I can show you the swatches that I did on the back of my journal. So these are the metallic, and you can see, and I love these. These are 3 colors. Actually, this one too. I love all of them, but these I know I'm going to use a lot. They come out real pretty, and they didn't bleed, so I could show you what it looked like. So that's these over here. So, and of course, this is a whole bunch of paper, so it didn't bleed. But I used it on my journal, my reading journal that I'm currently using, and it didn't bleed through that one either. So these are actually, you can use this on even lower quality paper. So I was super happy because some of the markers I have, I can't use it on the regular paper, it will bleed. These did not bleed even on the regular paper. So they're cheapo, and I got these at Walmart, and these are Hello Hobby. So then I wanted paint, so I went and got these metallic paint, and these take a little longer to dry on a whole bunch of paper, which is why I messed up on this one, I think, the gold one. And but I will be using it in a different way, but this is what it will look like on the paper. Yeah, let me put this over here. So this I didn't wait for it to dry. Of course, this came out messy, and these I didn't swatch with because the paint brush I used was not for this. But anyway, you can see it. It looks shiny. I don't know if you can see the glycerin, but I have plans for that. Then, yeah, I bought some more tools that I needed. So these were, I think, $5.99. Why my bill came out low is because I had a 40% off coupon where you can use on the most expensive stuff you had, and then I had a 20% off everything. So this was like 20% off the $5. So I needed some more tools, and mainly I got it for this one and this one that I use sometimes for earrings, or sometimes even when I'm removing stuff from paper. It's easy. So I got these tools that I needed. Then these, of course, I just bought just to have. And then we have this. So this is the fun thing that I wanted. And these are different leaf for different season, different color, texture, different plants, you know. And I love this. This is definitely going to get used. This is my second leaf book, but it's a different brand. I've never heard of this brand before. So this is I think that's the name of the brand. But I don't know. But this is gonna be used a lot. This is probably not even gonna last 3 months. I already used yesterday one that was here and one that was here. But like a lot of these are gonna be all over my planner and my journal. So yeah, these are, look at these, gorgeous. All these leaves are, and it's 551 pieces. So this is Michael's. So definitely recommended. All right, so we're gonna end this here, and we're gonna talk about some YA. All right, so let's talk about some YA. I did not read that many, 3 books, which is normal. Now I do have 2 other YA that was sent to me by the publisher that I just did not read yet. Not to say I won't read them, but it's probably won't be till like the beginning of next year. So I like YA that's like adult relatable, if that makes sense. It's intended for a YA audience, but it has messages and storyline that an adult can enjoy or get something from or relate to. So with that, I have 3 that were not perfect. One I really enjoy. 2 were not perfect, but the message in there I was here for. So we're gonna talk about the first one that stirred the pot. This is Hurricane Summer. Now this is a story of a young girl who is not in tune with her culture. Also not around her father. Her father left her sister and her mother and went back home to Jamaica. And with no real explanation, no reason why, but there's that neglect. There's that father figure that's no longer there. There's that wanting your daddy, and your daddy's just not there. Now, she is now forced to go spend the summer with him in Jamaica, in the country, with her sister. Now, she has memories, and memories that are some good, some not so good. But she's also feeling betrayed by her father not being around. So her relationship with her father is very complicated, and she wants to have that close connection, but then she also wants to not be around him. But once she's there, she's fallen into the whole idea of being there, being around him. But his presence is still not there. She's around him, but yet she feels like he's not there, and so rightfully so throughout the book you see that. Now, because of the author, who's also far removed from Jamaica, there are certain things that she didn't get correct in terms of the patois. So as a person, for me, I understood. You're far removed, and you didn't get certain slang right or certain things right. I didn't care about that. I could care less. And I understand there are some people who do. I'm Jamaican. I get it. I am far removed as from I was 13. I'm just one of those people as an adult was able to visit a few times and still have communication with family member and still talk my patois and all of that. But there are some who are far removed that you wouldn't even know they're Jamaican because they just don't talk patois, and sometimes they probably don't even understand because they left Jamaica at a young age. So she had some mistake with that, which I was kind of like laughing, like, really? People are really like but for me, I was more so of the harsh experience she had in Jamaica. The boys that she's trying to connect with. And of course the father. The part I connected the most is the father. The father's relationship. And there was a particular, when I did that review, I will leave it leave it somewhere But when I did a particular review, I've read that part about the father, and that's the part of the story that made this book worth reading. And it's the whole idea of when you realize what kind of relationship you will have or won't have with your father, and how are you going to let it affect you, or continue to let it affect you. How are you going to do that? And there's that aha moment that came for her that she had to deal with and she had to realize. And I thought that was a part to me that gripped me. That was a part of the book that really like stood out the most. And so I thought this was good. It wasn't a perfect book. Yes, she could have probably fixed some of that typo and slang issue, but other than that, the storyline per se, I thought it had some strong stuff in it. And of course, it's not a perfect book. Absolutely not a perfect book. But the storyline still was relevant in how she dealt with the father situation. Then we have another one, You're Kinda Dark. And this was another one that I also had mixed feelings about. Now, this is a story about a young man who is just doing the most to get this opportunity to study abroad, and he's doing everything right, but a situation comes in, and he put himself in a situation where other people got hurt, and then there's that tough situation of, do I do this to help my family, or do I not do it and help myself? That kind of deal. I thought it was just such a gripping story of inner city life in the island in Jamaica. But what I struggle with this is, because it is a YA, I had to put myself in that position, like thinking as a teenager. And it was a struggle, because at the end there was something that happened where I'm thinking, I have many questions, and then I'm thinking, oh, forgot. I'm thinking as an adult. I'm thinking, this is what an adult will be thinking. This is what an adult will be, thinking about. And then I have to say, oh, okay, it's a YA. Perhaps a teenager wouldn't even think of half the things that come into my mind at the end. So this one was a struggle for me, because it was very YA. It was very unrealistic stuff that happened at the end of the book that I'm like, nah, we adults here, we be thinking. So this was where I was like, again. And here's the thing. These are all island people. Another Jamaican. I just realized they all Jamaican authors. Yeah, they all Jamaican author. There's another one. Jamaican author. So it just so happened all the YA was Jamaican. Didn't plan that, guys. And then there's one that I haven't read. It's also a Jamaican author. So thanks for all the people who sent me some. I did purchase these two. The Hurricane Summer was actually sent to me. So all right. So this one, Instructions for Dancing. It was that nostalgic 80s vibe as far as the things that were happening. I was thinking about certain movies from the 80s when I'm reading this, because I'm like, that kind of deal. But what I love, this one wasn't a love. I loved this one. But Nicole the Young, she can't do no wrong. I feel like she just knows how to write a YA that an adult can enjoy. And this is about a young girl who was given a gift. The gift is she can see once people kiss, when they fell in love, and also when the love ends. And most of the time, they're not good. She's seeing the sad ending, or something happened where, the love lasts, but tragedy in the ending. So she's seen all of this, but she's also struggling with her own issues and things that happen in her life, which you will learn in the book. So she's now in this dance class and this young man came along, and there was that, teenage kind of attraction there going on. But their connection was there, but that moment that she was able to see what was going to happen to them. That, you know, that's the sad part of the book. And you just kind of like, oh, this is really about living in the moment, living in the now, and not so much focus on the what is, you know, because unfortunately, you know, we all can't predict the future in real life. And the author really took that as, even if you could, wouldn't you want to at least have those last moments be worth it, be worth, you know, living and enjoying life, and not focus on the end, focus on the now, that kind of deal. I just love the message in this. It was such a beautiful storyline. It was sweet. It had that puppy love, teenager love thing that going on, that you smile, the banter moments, you smile. And it was just, I was like, oh, she did it again. I've yet to have a book from this author that I hate. Now, her movie choices, that's a different story. But I love her books. Now, this is like my third one from the author, and I don't think she has any other book. I think it's just 3. And I've read all of them, and I've yet to have any that I did not like. Yeah, she only had 2. So this is the 3rd book she has. So I'm always going to buy her book when it comes out because I just love her books. So this is a YA that's like on top of the list. I would say, yes, you do need to read it. So, yeah, so that's it for the YA section. Now I'm wishing I read the other one that's from a Jamaican author so I could just have all. I can't believe they all from Jamaica. I didn't even realize it. Wasn't done on purpose, guys. Just so happened. So, yeah. So, go ahead and check these 3 books out. If you read this, I would love your views on it because I feel like this one was one of those that really, like Instagram was really going in. They were really going in. So I was like, whatever. But also, people, if you read this, how did you feel about the ending in this, and you know, like how it turned out for this young man? And also, if you read this, yeah, just I love this. So you know, this is like a no drama book. These had some issues. The other 2 had issues. So alright, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I am going to do some trip to the store. I have to get some breakfast stuff that I did not have to eat, and yeah, and then work on some spread. I am enjoying this. I'm so excited to use these metallic markers, that's a pen markers, and create some stuff, and also work on my reading journal for next year. So yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.